Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, this is
Good morning.
uh, the formula that you'll need to when you want to apply Butler's test. I explained this formula last time, but I was accused of not doing it in class. So I cannot solve the problem with you, but as long as I explain what is what, I assume you can take it from there. It's a tutorial session, guys. It's not a class. It's supposed to be a tutorial. Even though if you check the attendance there, it doesn't even make a quarter of the class. So in other words, people are busy with other things. So let me explain. So the formula when you want to calculate the Butler's test statistic, you'll use this formula. You'll use this formula, which is 2.3026 multiplied by Q over C, where Q is given by this formula here, and then SP squared is the same as MSE. So this formula can be applicable for balanced or unbalanced CRD. So it's applicable for both balanced and unbalanced CRD. And then, so it means here, this is the degrees of freedom of error. The first part here, this is the degrees of freedom of error. If you can see, it's n minus t. Degrees of freedom of error, or you can simply say the population size minus the number of treatments. You'll get that multiplied by the ln of SP, because everything here is base 10. It's supposed to be base 10, and even that side of base 10. So you can use that ln of MSE minus. The reason why I'm saying it's also applicable for unbalanced problem. If the number of replications are not equal, the part will be catered by this part here. So you'll say, or let me start with this one. This one here. You by now you know the meaning of this. This is the sample variance for each and every treatment. So you will say, suppose you have 4 treatments and 5 replications each. You will say 5 replications minus 1 multiplied by the logarithm of base 10 of that sample variance of that treatment, plus you move to the second treatment. How many replications do you have? If you have 5 again, 5 minus 1 multiplied by the logarithm of that sample variance and up to the end. And now the C, which is the denominator from the chi-squared formula, is given by this formula here. Is given by this formula here, where you will this one here, because you are having the summation. Let's talk about this part here. It means suppose we have equal replications and 5 treatments. This is the same as because of summation here, is the same as 1 over Ri minus 1. That's the same thing. Ri minus 1, which means you'll say if you have 4 treatments, 5 replications each, you'll say 1 over 5 minus 1. Let's say you have plus, suppose they have equal replications again, 1 minus 5 minus 1 up to the last one. From there you add the values, you get the first part. The second part is simply what? 1 divided by this part now, because it's the power negative 1. 1 divided by the degrees of freedom of error. So you just put the value of the degrees of freedom of error here. From there you are done. Whatever you find here, you compare it with chi-square of alpha t, chi-square of alpha and t minus 1. Chi-square of alpha and t minus 1. Remember, we are simply testing for what? Whatever we're doing is similar to the Hartley's test. Our focus is on what? Is if the variances of the treatments are equal or not, are the same. So that's why we have to use the degrees of freedom of what? Of the treatment, which is t minus 1. And now the last one that I have to discuss is the taking method. The taking method. The taking method. I gave you the formula, guys. The only thing that I can emphasize here, the only thing that I can emphasize, when you use the taking method, you will need the studentized table. The same table that you use when dealing with what? When dealing with student numericals test. So whenever you use the taking method, you will need the same table that you used for what? For student numericals method. You don't use the t-test, you don't use the Duncan, you don't use the t-test, the f-test, or the Duncan's table. You use studentized range table, the one that you are using when you apply Newman curves. I thank you. Now we can continue with the business of the day, which is the tutorials. Any question, clarity that you need from, yes, Pasha? Before Pasha, Teki, so I asked you to come to my office. I'm not sure if you are still on your way. Yes, Pasha, you can continue.
Sir, can you please go back to the previous page?
Which one now?
The one where you were explaining the Bartlett test.
I erased that one. I remember I was writing on Blackboard. I erased that part before I can.
Okay, it's fine.
But
where you wrote chi-squared and then you said equals to some number. Is that number a constant?
yes, that number is always there. Thank you
Okay,
very much
thank
for
you.
that one. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, talking about this, the CAL one. I said 2.3026. This number is always like this. You don't have to change it. Q over C. And the tabulated one, chi-square tab, is given by alpha. The tabulated one now, t minus 1. T minus 1, remember, is the degrees of freedom of treatment. So this is the test statistic. This is the tabulated, when you want to find the tabulated value. Allow me to project the what? Allow me to project the tutorials now.
Sir. Sir. We can't hear you.
Oh, sorry, I was not aware that my mic is muted. So, thank you for that, Chris. I was not even aware that my mic is muted. So, what I said is that this question is from your study guide. This question is from your study guide, chapter 8. So, if you need more questions, simply go to chapter 8. And again, there's a prescribed book, guys, which you can use. It's there. If you check my module outline, the one which is talking about Montgomery, you can download. Any edition is fine, and use that that book. I'm not allowed to download the book and share it with you guys because it will be plagiarism or copyright issues. So, but if you go and download it yourself, you didn't get it from me, so you are safe like that. I'm also safe. But I'm not allowed to go and download the book from the internet and give it to you. Copyright issues, it is now becomes a problem. But as long as I prescribed it from the modular outline, you can try go and look for it. So please, if you need more questions, download that textbook. And the good thing about the Montgomery book, most of the notations that we are using is using the same thing. So from this, as I indicated, this question is from your study guide. But what happened from the study guide is that you are asked only one question that analyze this data and draw conclusion. So which means you're simply asked to what? To find the uncover table and test. That was the only thing that was asked. But what I did, I decided to create more questions to cover everything that was we have done under this topic, this chapter, which is chapter 7. So I created extra questions so that by answering these questions, you have covered everything that is related to chapter 7. So any question based on this one, I'm not going to solve the questions for you. You have to solve them yourself. So any question, any clarity that you need from my questions? If you need any clarity, that one I don't mind, but I cannot solve the question. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, also under the LSG, we're still comparing are we comparing the means of the we're comparing the means of the yi minus this depending on what you're asking us.
You are referring to which question, Mr. Smang?
Number D.
D.
Yeah.
No. Check D.
Check D.
D.
It says use LSG method to test if there is a difference between.
Yes, between what?
The adjusted means.
The adjusted. Where did you do the adjusted means? Is it under CRD or under uncover?
This one is uncover.
Yes, so it means you are going to use the means that you are adjusted. It's clear, Mr. Smanga. You use the adjusted means.
Am I doing a comparison? Can you clarify me on the one comparison? Because I'm lost here.
Maybe I'm the one now who's lost.
I mean for the LSD. Is this
LSD
the pairwise comparison? Yes.
Yes.
I'm comparing with the adjusted means.
Mr. Tumanga.
Eh.
What is the use of
Can you
the
explain,
LSD?
say, I'm not getting, can you explain, sir, please?
What is the use of
What
the
is the use of
LSD method?
the LSD method?
Is to check if the differences, if the means are equal, if there are difference, their interval includes 0, with their differences.
Yes. But now you are not doing
But
the
now you are
confidence
not doing the
interval.
confidence
You
interval.
are doing the
You are
pairwise
doing the
comparison.
pairwise comparison.
Perform pairwise
Perform
comparison
pairwise comparison
using the LSD
using the
method for the
LSD
adjusted
method for
means.
the adjusted means.
Mrs. Monk, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, sir. I think I'm still lost, sir.
Why are
Why,
you
why,
lost,
why
Mrs.
are
Monk?
you lost, Mrs. Mann?
Mrs. Monk, do
Mrs. Mann,
you understand the
do you
figure two?
understand the figure two?
Roman figure 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Roman figure 2 for which one? A.
Roman figure two. We
Roman
have
figure
only Roman
two. We
figure
have
two
only
from the
Roman figure
question.
two from the question.
Okay, the pairwise comparison using Turkey. What I'm asking is that, am I considering the Y values when I'm using this pairwise comparison? Am I considering the means of the Y's only, since I'm using 2 variables?
Mrs. Monk, it means
The
issue, I think, is not the
issue, I think,
question.
is not the question.
The issue is
The
not
issue is
understanding
not understanding
this part here. You understand what do I
You
mean by
understand
this?
what do I mean by this?
The part that is
The
highlighted
part
in
that
red
is
now.
highlighted in red now.
Oh, I see. Now I
move?
see.
Can we move?
So I'm going to
Mrs.
do
Monk,
it the same way. Sir,
this one is related to chapter
This one is
2.
related to chapter 2. This one,
I'm going back to chapter 2,
I'm going
right?
back to chapter 2, right?
yes.
A is about
A
chapter 2.
is about
You do
chapter 2.
whatever you did under
Whatever
chapter
you
2.
did under chapter 2.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
This
is chapter 7.
is chapter 7.
Whenever we
Yes.
talk about the
Whenever we talk
adjusted
about
means,
the adjusted means,
we're simply saying you
we're
adjusted the
simply
mean.
saying you adjusted the mean.
Moses Monk, did you attend our
Did you attend our Wednesday class?
I attended this.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. Manga.
Did you teach this on the tutorials?
No, in class. Oh,
No,
I remember
in class.
you
Oh,
attended
I
my
remember you
first class.
attended my first class.
Hey.
Yeah, check.
Yeah, check.
Well, I'll go
Check
back.
what we
Say,
did on
What
Wednesday.
we did on Wednesday.
okay, no problem. So
This
I'll go
one
back
I'm
and
saying,
What I'm saying,
yeah.
yeah, mute.
Hey.
Can you please mute your mic,
Can you
Mrs.
please
Monk?
mute your mic?
This one I'm saying perform pairwise comparison using LSD method to test if there is a difference. If there is a difference between the adjusted means. Immediately when I talk about the adjusted means, it's related to chapter 7. Because you have adjusted the means now. Now, can you please check if those means are different or are the same? Using what? Using the LSD method. Perform pairwise comparison using the LSD method to check if there's a difference between the adjusted means. Can we move another? Anyone who need clarity? Otherwise, we are done for the day. Anyone who need clarity again?
Say,
Yes.
do you have answers for the Turkey method for number Roman figure 2? A.
Do I have what?
Answer.
I don't have answer for all these questions.
Okay.
Why specifically Turkey?
I was doing take right now, so I wanted to compare
Okay.
the answers.
How did you? It's fine. How did you do? Share with us. That is a good thing. How did you do it?
First thing first, I calculated the MSE.
Okay, that one you can get it from the ANOVA table. It's fine. It's good. Let's continue.
And then from the table,
Yes.
our N is 20, right? And then the number of treatments is 4.
Is 4. Yes.
So it's going to be 16. So I said 16 log 10, and then I found the sample
No. Are you talking
variance.
about taking now? No. Let's get the two. Now we are talking about Turkey, but at the same time we're talking about
I'm
Butler.
talking about Butler. Sorry, sir. I was
Not Turkey, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. Oh, okay. Now they can continue. So you have 20 log of MSE.
It's 16. It's 20 minus 4.
Yes. 20 minus 16 log base 10 of MSE. Yes, let's continue.
And then since we have the summation of replicates minus 1 log 10 with the sample variances for each higher.
Yes.
So I have 4 minus 1. 5 minus 1, which is going to be 4 log 10. And then I did all the summations.
Yes. So if we check that, since our replications are the same, my brother, you can take it out. You can make it a common factor, isn't it? And say 4 into, so that you don't repeat it again when you multiply with all these things, because it's the same thing for all the variances, isn't it?
Okay.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but it's fine. You can go the long route, but it's not necessary for you to say 4 multiplied by log of S1 squared plus 4, or sorry, 4 minus 1 log of base 10 S squared, S1 squared plus 4, because it's the common thing, isn't it? You can simply say 4 and put a bracket and you say log of base 10 S1 squared plus log of base 10 S2 squared up to the last one, because the 4 is common for all those sample variances. But it's fine. You can explain the way you have done it.
Okay, I understand.
Yes. So let's continue.
Okay. Then I calculated the Q.
Okay.
And then my Q was 1.070135.
Problem. I didn't do it. I didn't do it from my side, but we can confirm it as we continue. Others will be giving us what they have also. Yes. The C part. How do you get the C part?
The C part, I said 1 plus 1 over 3 into number of treatment, which is 4 minus 1.
Okay.
And then
Which
I
is
said
1
into the...
Yes.
Yeah, it's 3 times 3. 1 over 3 times 3.
Yes. 1 plus 1 over 3 multiplied by 3, bracket
4 minus 1, which is 3. And then I get into the brackets.
Yes.
So I said the summation of Ri minus 1 inverse, which is going to be 1 over, since we have 5 replicates, so it's going to be 5 minus 1 plus 5 minus 1 until all of the thing, the treatment, there are 4. It's 5 minus 1, 5 minus 1 until 4.
Which is at the end. At the end, I think it will be 4 over 3.
Yeah, it's 4 over 3.
It's not 4 over 3. It's 4 over 3 because your numerator is 1, right?
Yeah.
Your denominator is 3 minus 1, 4 minus 1, 4 minus 1, 4 minus 1. So at the end, since the base is the same, you add the
Yeah.
what, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah,
so it
it's
means
4
I
over
think it's
3.
4/3. It's 4/3 minus
Minus
1/6, 1 over what?
it's 1/16.
Is it 1/16? Yes,
Yes, I got
1/16.
yeah. And I found C.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
The rest is nothing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's cool. And the degrees, and then the other one is not a big issue, right? The tabulated value.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's continue. Another one. Hey guys, we still have 10 minutes here to conclude. Are we done? Can I go? Pumulo. Pumulo.
Morning, sir.
Morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Your people are not here, including your partner. What's happening?
I don't know, sir. Maybe it's because you are writing.
You are writing something today.
Yeah,
Is it a test
yeah,
or computer science?
yeah. Artificial.
No. Oh, okay. But it's not advisable for people to dodge classes, isn't it? But it's fine. We cannot force them to be here. So no, it's fine, guys. If we're done, it's fine. You can go and prepare for other modules as long as you understand these questions. So today, I'm not sure if I'll be in the office now. So otherwise, it means we'll meet on Wednesday. I'm still going to meet with my colleague, Mr. Luo. I wanted to check about if we'll be using that Wednesday tutorial class. I'm not sure if we start by having tutorials or what. If not, we'll use that tutorial session to wrap up whatever we have done. We can use that session. You ask questions based on the everything that we have covered. By doing that, we'll be preparing for the test that will be written the following week. Are you aware that you are writing our test, guys, soon? You just be writing our test after next week. And remember, next week we have a long weekend, right? So we're left with few days, guys. So please balance your work, because you see now people are writing now. They started dodging classes, which is not a good thing. Balance your work, guys. Doesn't mean that because you are writing, should not attend the classes. So let's try to balance our work to win this battle. I thank you. Enjoy.